Welcome to Dubrovnik, Croatia. Nice.
We're going to tour the old town of Dubrovnik. And according to our guide, one of the most touristic places here in Europe.
We're
With
going
36 tourists per resident.
We're going to climb the walls of Dubrovnik.
I hope so. Nice.
There are a lot of tourists already.
Yes. Again, Dubrovnik is very popular touristed and very much famous. After the Game of Thrones, it became more famous. And tomorrow is the day of either, so people are traveling, people are walking around.
Ooh.
Nice.
Nice.
In the Game of Thrones, this place appeared many times, actually without all these rocks, but basically the view was pretty much the same with the fortress and the background and so on. So the main harbor of King's Landing, the major one. Up there we have one of the fortifications, which is called Fort Dubrovnik. And as you can notice, it appears to be on a completely separate rock from the rest of the old town. The main idea of this fortification was to protect the harbor from the city and the harbor from. I should say that there is another harbor from another side, a better one, which was mainly used. So it's not for all the vessels and so on, of course. But the fortifications used to protect the main way, let's say, to the harbor and to the city. And this fortification, Fort Dubrovnik, has two main peculiarities, let's say. First one is that it was so strong that it took only 25 people to defend the whole fortress. Another thing which is quite interesting is that the outer walls, which are facing the seaside, are very thick and strong. Below the slopes of this hill, well, the first Slavic settlement actually appeared over here approximately in 7th century, which was later became Dubrovnik. Up there's a cable car, so we can see the upper station. I'm not sure if it operates at the moment because of strong wind.
Doon tayo galing kanina.
The length of Dubrovnik walls is about 2 kilometers. So it is possible to walk over the walls. People walking over there.
Nice. Hold down.
So the entire length is 2 kilometers?
Yes.
2 kilometers. The wall? That's the wall?
Yeah,
wall. The main harbor of the city located on the other side. It's protected by Saint Ivan.
Tickets to the
Thank you.
fortress is 15 euros per person.
Oh,
We
nice.
accept cards and cash.
The site
What's that date? That's a date for the construction?
not the complete construction, but it's about the actual this store. They started to build the fortress in the 15th century, so 300 years before. So it was renovated and rebuilt many times.
Wow.
Again, there is a tank with water.
Sister.
So
That's the sister.
the main part of main part of the city town was supplied by was it the fortress? They used local type of limestone. This one is more yellow and white in the whole part of the city, but it's very similar to here. And 17th century also were very advanced. The technologies for that period of time were very advanced. There is a church.
Most portion of the fortress. That was one hell of a windy situation.
That's good. That's nice.
That water comes from the local mountains. Again, not with aqueducts, of course, nowadays, like it was centuries ago, but it's still very fresh. Drinkable potable water, so drink from any of these fountains.
What?
Pile Gate.
What do you mean, Pili?
That's the name of the gate.
Pili. So we're entering the old town.
The bridge which they used to put up for
Oranges or that? So.
Oh yeah.
That's oranges, right?
Not orange?
yes, it's pomerange and yeah, similar. So, and this area is called Barbacan. Barbacan. Yeah, Barbacan is usually some small square in between the entrance and the gates.
Another scene in the Game of Thrones. This is just the outer wall, correct? The inner wall.
This one, yeah.
But we're entering the main city. Welcome to Old Town Dubrovnik.
There are two main fountains over here in the area. Both of them appeared in 15th century, and the Dubrovnik government commissioned an architect from Napoli, architect Onofrio della Cava, to build the aqueduct. And the fountains from the other side of the street, there is a small
What do you call this fountain? What do you call this fountain?
big fountain.
Big fountain.
Ranch, that's the monastery.
Pretty much affected by that devastating earthquake of 1667, and most of the buildings of monastery comes from late 17th century. The tower, the building just in front of us. What Mel Monastery is famous for is for pharmacy. Pharmacy, one of the oldest in the world, which is open since year 1317.
Wow, what an old pharmacy.
Seemed like a machine.
That's the beauty of staying overnight or 2 nights in one place.
Yeah, sure.
You listen to the tour, then you come back this you understand.
The idea of these houses is also pretty much the same. On the ground floor there are stores, and from the beginning there were stores, different kinds of shops, and so on. By the way, you see there is But an interesting thing, there is a door and there is a window.
Summer.
Very, very busy. Quite a lot of Croatian books for sale over here.
This is the used to be a canal, and the first settlers.
So from this side there was an island. Basically, it was like a.
So this
we
is
do
another
not
side
know- We
before.
do not know for sure how it used to look. Some suppose that this was more like a swamp or something, maybe a canal.
So, but
maybe
a body
just
of water.
But anyways, from that side there was an island, and it was mainly inhabited by Latin-speaking people. So until 15th century, the official language here was Latin. Now, that language, but till 15th century, it was official language right here. Then it switched to Italian. Well, more like modern
Italian?
Italian, something that common to modern, similar to modern Italian. But at that period of times, the Turks started their raids towards this area, and lots of Slavic people from neighboring countries started to, and areas started to come to Dubrovnik. This is how the population here mainly changed to Slavic population. So there was a Slavic settlement, but the majority since that period of time became Slavic. But still, the nobility of Dubrovnik was for centuries Italian-speaking or Latin-speaking.
Ragusa was before.
Dubrovnik.
Latin name. Latin
Oh,
name.
it's a late Latin. Okay.
And that was the name of the settlement on an island. So, on this side was Dubrava.
Dubrava,
Very beginning was
Ragusa.
Dubrava, and from this side, Ragusa. Yes, exactly.
Ivan, what's this?
What's this?
One small monument. This knight's name is Orlando. Orlando, and according to a legend, he was a savior of the city in 9th century when the Saracens came, the rebels, the Arabs came here, and he helped the city to survive, to not to be captured by the Saracens. So his monument was built then in 19th century, after 9th century, and from originally was placed next to the gates, of course, as a protection.
Dedication
Depending on
to
the pronunciation.
John Paul II here. This tower.
He visited the area in 2003. So the bell tower is 31 meters high, also built of the same limestone. So we have a clock over here, so we have a few types. So we have one with the sun and the moon in the middle. Up there it's a solar clock, which was a little bit improved.
So this church is Saint Basil's
Basil.
church.
Well, actually, Saint Svetega Blaž, Plaza. Sveti Blaz is basically the same as Saint Basil, pretty much. It is the same. The church comes from 15th
There's
century.
Easter Mass today here,
located
so
just on the
we can't go
central
inside.
square of the city.
This is the mayor's palace.
Next to it, so-called Rector's Palace.
Rectos? Rectors.
This is the rectors?
Rectors.
The government,
This one?
Yeah.
Governor. The governor. Rector is the
So that's
governor
the mayor's
of the city,
palace.
which
This is the rectors.
was elected
House?
only for 1 month.
Okay.
Only for 1 month. And every month there was an election of the rector
Again, it's the church
rector of
and the
Prince
bell tower.
Knez. It's
Wow.
Slovenian, Prince.
Just for 1 month.
Yeah, one for 1 month.
Wow. Nice harbor. Windy again here.
Yeah, the main harbor of Dubrovnik.
Yeah.
At the moment due to weather conditions.
So there are two fortresses here.
Raj, saan tayo punta?
Look at the fishing boats.
So we came from there, and as Ivan said, there are actually 6 fortresses all over to defend the inhabitants of the area.
Okay.
It's wet.
Here, son.
Windy again.
It's windy again.
We're back here inside, going inside the old city.
Hoping less
people.
tourists.
So we rested first after our tour in the morning, and now it's 5:30 and we're trying to go up the wall now. Let's see, sana there are fewer people
Or sana they allow people to go up.
and they allow us to go up. I can't see anyone up there anymore. But the tickets are 35 euros. According to our guide, every year it increases. Oh, it's closed.
So there's a time
So there's a time.
for it. That's so bad.
It's too bad.
Oh, well.
Anyway, for you who will go here, for those that will go here,
Oh, the 6:30.
that's our
Oh. So why is it closed?
8 to 6:30. Maybe because it's the Easter Sunday today.
Yeah.
That's why it's closed early today.
Or they stop accepting to a certain hour.
8 to 6:30 usually, and it costs 35 euros. So, this is how it looks like kapag mas kaunti na yung tao. Fewer people now. More peaceful. And you'll appreciate the structures even more. A lot of shops, almost all of the shops are
Yeah.
closed except restaurants and cafes. The access to the walls also closed early today.